Hi and welcome to your Confident Action Now video. This is Margie Ziegler, the creator of the Confident Action Mastery Programs and Certified Life Mastery Consultant and Coach. Today's topic is your voice of intuition, listening to the still, small voice within. A question I hear often is, how do I know if I'm listening to my voice of intuition or if I'm hearing something else speak to me? When I start working with my clients, some say that they really don't have intuition, while some are more tuned in, and yet others have highly developed intuition. Well, the truth of the matter is, all of us as human beings have been given the genius gift of intuition. Intuition is actually infinite intelligence. It is consciousness itself. It is higher awareness. And we can tune to it within ourselves and let it be our guide. Intuition is developed, but how do we recognize it enough to develop it in the first place? Our intuition always tells the truth. It is a still, small voice within you. Have you ever had an inkling about something or someone? You followed your inkling and you were right. Or you thought of someone and they called you. Or maybe you had this little inkling and you didn't listen to it. And you knew that had you listened, you said, well, maybe, you know what, I thought I should do that. But you didn't listen to that. Thought is omnipresent, and it's everywhere all the time. And when you're tuned to something, you receive the signal, and the information is transferring just like a TV channel or a radio. Have you ever made a decision where it didn't really feel right to begin with, but you did it anyway? You reasoned with logic or with what you thought maybe somebody else wanted for you or what society dictated was best or normal. You didn't listen to your own voice, your voice of truth. The tricky part comes in when your higher self, your voice of truth, really wants something for you, really knows something, but the voice of fear and doubt speaks louder, and sometimes it stops you in your tracks. You have to learn to trust your voice of truth. One of my clients was working in a very unfulfilling job. It was a very high-paying job, but he didn't really feel right doing it anymore. He didn't agree with the business's core values and their ethics and their practices, and he just was not feeling good about his job at all. And then one night, his intuition spoke to him in a dream, and in front of him were two roads that he could take. He could either go down one road or the other road, which had vultures swarming over it above. When he woke up, he knew that was his sign. That was his sign to do something about it now. So what he did was he decided to retrain. And, this man was probably at the time, I'm thinking, in his late 50s. He decided he would retrain and do something that he really felt he resonated with, that was right for him. And then he quit that other job. And he started a center, he started a business. He was serving in a way that gave him life. He trusted and he took action on what felt right to him. And the universe accommodated him. The universe gave him circumstances and opportunity in his favor. You have a voice of truth within you. It has all the answers. And why? When you are really connected, when you are really present, you are connected to a source that has all the answers. You must really learn to listen and to trust that power, that source, because it's always right. So to develop your intuition, learn to be really quiet. Listen. Sometimes it's information that you just receive out of the blue in a split second that says, go here, make this decision. And other times you receive the information that you need through your intuition by asking the universe a question. Because the universe has all the answers. You just don't know what it is right away. So I'll ask the question, What is one step I can take today in the direction of my dream? And whatever that specific result is that I want. And so many times the universe gives me a simple answer. And we tend to make things more complicated than they really are. They don't have to be. We tend to complicate things with our voice of fear, doubt, and worry. The intuitive voice is the voice of the infinite. It is the voice of infinite, unbounded intelligence. I personally have always experienced it as very simple and trust it. And that's where most people go wrong. We've been conditioned to listen to the voice of the ego, of fear, of doubt, of worry. It stifles us. It blocks us from doing what's best for us and experiencing the joy that we're meant to have. When you start to listen to your intuition and trust it and follow it on a daily basis, you'll develop it. It will guide you into making the right decisions. You can certainly challenge it by asking what would happen if you did the opposite, but just make sure you aren't coming from a place of fear or habits or patterns or conditioning. Just listen. And you hear of intuitives. They're people who have a highly developed intuition, and they follow their intuition and they trust it. They do it over and over and over, and they become highly attuned to their voice of truth. That's the only difference between the people we call intuitives and because everybody has this gift. Our intuition is the still small voice within. It's awareness. It's infinite intelligence. It's consciousness. So we can't see or experience it through our five senses. So it can be elusive. Most people want tangible data, something they can reason with. I personally find it very exciting to connect with the infinite side of our nature. We have a finite side of our nature and we have an infinite side of our nature because we are spiritual beings having this human experience. There's more to life than what we can see. What can you do to enhance your intuition today? Be present in your body. Be present with your breath. Be present with your movement. Be silent. For today, just be the observer. That's it. Just notice. Just notice what you're noticing. Surrender to presence. That's it. You can take your confident action for another step further by going to the link below and watching the 3 secrets to access the power of your mind webinar created by me. This has been your Confident Action Now video. This is Margie Ziegler, and it has been my pleasure to serve you today. Talk to you soon.